Hey everyone, just finished shampooing my hair, let it air dry. It's almost finished drying, so I used my Care Silken Seal Liquid Sheen, excellent for blow drying. And I separated my hair and I do it piece by piece, and I sprayed that in, and I'm going to blow dry it. After I finish blow dry it, it's time for a trim. This is what it looks like after the first one I dry. So I'm gonna be taking off a little bit from each one when I'm completely finished drying it. I'm gonna take out all of this. All of this feels dead. So I'm gonna have a shorter hair look later on, like this. So this is blow dry hair. This is non-blow dry hair. See the shrinkage? If I stretch it, you can see. Blow dry, no blow dry hair. Coming closer, see the texture of the blow dry and the texture of the non-blow dry hair. I'm gonna be blow drying the rest of the hair so you can see. And this is what it looks like before I blow dry it. And it does have the silk heat protectant in there already. I section it to make it easier. Instead of just doing it all over the hair, I wanted to make sure each section had enough, so I did it in sections. So remember to do that. Now we're gonna So that is just another one I did so you can see how I am going to prepare my hair so I can trim it. How I prepare my hair before I trim it. Now I have blow dried all the hair and I put them back in twist because I don't want to mix this up. I'm going to show you how to trim and cut your hair at home. So with this one, I'm going to make it in 3 small twists because the length of my hair is different in different parts of my hair. If I do it like I'm going to get better results. So I'm going to make it in 3. If you want, you can cut it without doing it in 2-strand twist, but I've noticed it's easier that way when it is already in 2-strand twist because then you can get it more even. Like if you want, you can cut it just like this, and I'll show you. So I have all of this, and I am feeling where the hair starts getting like really tough. All of this is smooth, so I'll come closer. All of this is smooth, and then I go down, and as I get to hair, the hair feels really, really rough. If you look at it, you will see. Hopefully the light is good. So I go down, I smooth all the hair down, and then when I get to here, right here, everything seems like really rough. So I go a little above it because it doesn't hurt to take care of the hair. And then I take this and I go like this. Make sure you have a mirror. I have a big mirror right here, and I go like this. So I cut this much off, all of this. If you look at it, you see how it's thin. And if you look over here, you'll see how this is thick. I just went a little ahead of the thinness just so I can get it. So this is thick, this is thin, dead hair. And then this is what I'm left with. All of this is smooth, 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 smooth. So I'll put it in 2 strands because I don't want to mix it up. So you can cut it that way. So this is the one that I cut. This is the one that needs trimming. If you look, you can see the difference with the end. If you look at this end right here, hopefully you can see it. It looks a little rough. If you look at this one right here, it looks all nice and smooth. So that's the difference. So now I leave this one as is because it's easier when I have them in 2-strand twists. And I just go down the hair and fill. Right? This is that. So I'm just going to take the scissors and I'm going a little ahead and I cut. If you notice, it looks like it's less than this one, but this top one had a lot of dead hair. You see it? And then take a look at this one. You see? More dead hair, less dead hair. Hopefully you can see the difference. And if I were to take it out of the 2-strand twist, you will see that I did get the correct amount. Because see the ends now? The ends are nice and thick, and all the dead side has gone. So the hair is nice now and everything. I'll take this one out so you can see the difference. And I'm doing the sides that small because I want to make sure that I get it. I'm trying not to mix these up. Okay, let me comb this so you can see what I mean when I tell you dead ends. And you can check and see if you have that in your hair. This is my hair right here, the section that's not cut yet. You see how it's thin? Now, this is the one I just cut. I'm trying not to mix them up. I cannot mix it up because I already cut it. This is the end. You see the difference with the end? I'll put them side by side. Hopefully the lighting is good. This is the one untrimmed. This is the one trimmed. You see the difference? Hopefully you can see the difference. So this one is done. I put it back in 2. No mixing up. And now this one needs a little trim. So I go and I thin it together, put it together. Everywhere that's smooth is good. Smooth, smooth. And when I get to here, you see this is all dead. This is dead. So I double check. Okay, I know some people don't like cutting there. I don't have a problem getting rid of dead hair. I just like healthy hair. Right here is my mark. Right here. So I go this way and I cut. One swipe. See this dead hair? You can see the hair when it's dead. You can see right through it. It's rough. And then this is just smooth here. Smooth. I don't have those little straggly pieces thinning out and everything. But this is how you cut and trim your hair at home. It is not hard if you're trying to save some money. I do go to the hairdresser, but sometimes I have to wait a long time, or it's getting so expensive now to get just a trim. So I decided I'll start doing it again because I used to do it before. And then I decided, okay, I'll go to the hairdresser, but it is costing me a lot of money. I have to have her cut it and then I have to tip her. That coin I don't have at this point right now. So I'm going to show you how I do this back section. I'm going to cut it again in, I'll cut it this way. Because up here is longer than down here. So that's why I cut it across. I'm trying not to have too many pieces short and long. So now that I have it like this, I'm going to cut it again in two. See this piece right here, I'm going to cut it again because it needs its own space. Now I come this way and I smooth. This one have a lot of dead ends. All of this is so thin and rough, so I'm going to cut it. Straggly, thin, you see it? It's just rough. So that's that. And when you trim your hair or cut your hair, it grows back fast because all the dead pieces are gone. Okay, so now here we are with this one. And I can already tell, right, all of this. Right here is my back. Once I start running into pieces that are feeling terrible, now see, you can see through it, right? This is dead. Even if I put it like this, you can see. This feels so good. I'm just gonna put it with the next one. And it feels really good. You can tell when you take care of your ends. Your hair just feels alive. Your hair feels alive when you do that. Out of it because the lower part right here is shorter than this. So try your best to separate it better. You know what I mean? Make sure you separate properly so you can get it like this. This one I have to take a lot out. All of this is going. I'm showing you these so you can see. If your hair starts looking like this in the end, take a look. It starts getting rougher and rougher as you go down. You have a lot of ends that need to be taken out. I take it out because I know it's going to grow back nice and healthy. It might look short now, but when I'm finished and I show you the finished product, you will see how nice it looks. Let me show you. This is the hair that needs trimming. Take a look at it. When I trim it, you will see what it looks like. I'm feeling for the hair to make sure I'm getting everything that I need to this time. Right here. And I go above This is what I took off. Let me show you the hair again. This is the hair. You see the difference? Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? I don't know if you can see. The lighting is like terrible. Can you see the difference between this and this? Okay, so I'm back doing the other part in the back. If your hair is not long enough and you can't go this way to cut it, you can cut it exactly how I'm going to show you, okay? Same procedure. You smooth and find everything, put it together. I cut it in two so I can get the right amount. And then you find where it starts to get really rough. My one starts right here. I'm going to cut this off. Scissors in hand, we are going to cut this. Just gauge yourself, don't cut yourself. This is what I took off. I took all of this off because it's just dead hair. So that's how you do it if you cannot get to the back of your head. If you cannot get your hair long enough, if your hair is not long enough to do it. You just have to feel for the dead end. And you'll feel it because it feels rough. Your hair will feel nice and smooth. All of this is smooth. As I keep going down, it's smooth. And then as I start coming down here, once I hit right here, things start getting a little rough. I know I don't need that because if I keep it, it's going to destroy the rest of my hair. So I take it off. And now my hair feels fine. And I always go back to check and see if I miss something and stuff like that. So happy cutting. Don't cut all your hair off if you don't need to. Cut what is not needed because what is not needed is rough, and I'm telling you, it is rough. So as the hair grows, as I'm trimming it to keep it healthy, because I like healthy hair. And healthy hair grows fast. It's just that time to make sure I get it done. Again, you blow dry your hair first, or if you don't blow dry it, you want to untangle it and stretch it. When I blow dry it, I feel the places that I need to cut better. Like you can tell there's a lot of dead on here, lots of dead. So I'm gonna make them into smaller sections and then cut it. Put all together. We cutting our hair and trimming our ends at the same time. And now we are here. Just like that. And the hair feels good again. Oh, it feels good again. You will see the difference. When I comb it all out, you will see the difference. Cut it as small as you need to so you can get it done right. When you're cutting your hair at home, take your time, don't rush, don't be busy. If you have other things to do, cancel cutting your hair or trimming your hair and go do what you have to do. When you have time, take your time and do it because you have to cut it small to get what you're looking for, and you need to smooth it to find where the really bad ends are. See, like all of this, I'm gonna take off. This is all grow from the colors that I had in my hair, and as it grew, I've been trimming it, and now I just need to trim it more to get most of everything out. This time I'm going for everything. So you just thin, and once you, everything will be smooth. The minute you start getting to the bad ends, it will start feeling rough. So you want to pay attention to listen to it and follow it. Check it out. Make sure, not listen, but check it out to make sure you cut in the right amount that you need to. And once you feel that roughness, you go over it a little bit and double check, and then you cut. See how thin this is compared to this. So I did that, and then I check to see if I miss anything. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It depends what you're looking for. Like now I have a little bit left of the roughness. So I'm going back and I'm going to trim it. And now there, everything is smooth. And that's how you cut your hair at home. Take your time, because you want to get it right and it will grow back. Dead ends come all the time. Remember, the oldest part of the hair is this, that is the end. The end is the oldest part of the hair, so you're always going to have dead ends. You won't have it often if you take care of the hair properly, but sometimes no matter what you do, you will still end up with some dead ends. So it's not a big thing. Just trim it off, because if you keep it, it's going to go down to the hair shaft, the follicles, and it will split all the hairs it's going on. So then you'll have more damage because the hair will start breaking. And when you comb your hair, you'll see those little ringlets. The more ringlets you have, the more you need to check and see how much dead ends you have. Because when you comb your hair should not be little ringlets. Your hair sheds straight. So double check that. If you are having a lot of little ringlets, double check. And sometimes, see, I turn it this way so I can find what I'm looking for, especially in the front where the hair is a little thinner. So from right here, everything starts getting rough. So I'm going to cut it. I even went a little higher just to make sure I get it. Yep, I got it. So yeah, so sometimes it's easier to just get rid of the dead end early before you end up with too much breakage, because more breakage, more damage, and then you might have to end up cutting all your hair down. So take care of your hair. See, I have a little, because I never pat my hair straight, so I have another piece right here, but it's matching everything. So I am going to make sure it does not go anywhere else. It's the same, it's long enough. Okay, so I'm going this side with it, and I am just checking for roughness, and I take my time. It takes me a while to cut my hair home, but when I'm done, the job is fantastic. And this is what I am cutting right now. You see the difference? You see? Take a look. It's just thin. You can see through it. And then I just double check, make sure I did get everything. And I did for this one. Did I? I'm going to take this little piece right here. This little piece is good. That's why sometimes I do it more in smaller sections just to make sure. Okay, this one needs a little trim again because I find rough right here. That's the side, and then I go back over here and see, do I need Yeah, there is a little bit, and I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go above it. And that's how you do it. Now everything is smooth. Small sections, take your time and cut your hair, trim your hair. This one I'm going to cut it two ways, two pieces, because the other one I realized I needed to do that too. So the smaller the better. You just want to make sure you get all the dead ends. And I had a lot of dead ends, because as the color grows out, the ends becomes rougher. Again, your end of your hair is the oldest part of your hair. So I'm cutting this, and the hair feels really good, really, really, really good. I'll show you everything that I cut when I'm done. But this is the last one, and I am just making sure we are here, we have no loose anything extra. All of this is fine, and then I get to here, right here, and I start feeling rough. So I put my other hand there, and I know all of this gotta go, right? And I cut it. And I feel again to make sure I got it, and I did. I did in one shot. Then I split it just to make sure. Okay, this side has a little bit, so I'm going to put it this way. Let's see if I have it everywhere. Different length of hair, different, because my hair is not evenly cut. Right here I can feel a little bit, and I'm trying to take out everything because I want to see how nice it's going to grow after this. Again, it's gonna just speed right through, and a tad bit over here. So I didn't get all of it this time. Now I got all of it. Now we are good. Now I'm going to take out all this 2-strand twist because that was the last one. And I cut my hair at home today, trying to save some money because I've been going to the hairdresser. But this time the hair growth this time the hair grew a lot faster. And all that's why I had all those dead ends. Remember, I had that red color in my hair. As the hair grew, I've been going to the hairdresser and trimming the ends. And the last time I went was in August. And this is October. So I needed to get those out of my hair before it destroys the new growth that's coming in. And it is growing very nicely, so I want to make sure all of that was taken care of. Okay, I think I get all the 2 strands. Let's make sure so my hair can be in good standing. No, I missed one in the back. And you'll see the haircut. You will see how I have cut my hair really, really nice. See? I don't have to hold it, and I'm not untangling it because remember I already did that. I'm just showing you how easy it goes through the end of the hair now. The end of the hair before, it would tangle, but now there are no tangles in the back of the hair. I mean, there are no tangles in the end of the hair now. I took care of that from cutting and trimming the hair at home. So you can cut your hair at home, you can trim your hair at home. Watch this video, do it step by step. How I show you is how you will get it done. I mean, take a look at the back of the hair. I don't have to hold it. It goes right through because the ends are now trimmed and they are looking good. I would not do that if my hair was not untangled. So remember to take care of your hair. But this is my hair now. All cut. I cut it at home. This is what it looks like. You see the ends are nice. These are the ends I took out. This is the end of the hair. That's what it used to look like. Now this is the end of my hair. You see the difference? My hair is very nice, smooth, and It's working. So again, cut your hair at home if you need to. Take your time, no rush. Do it the way I did mine. Pat it small, cut it up, feel for the rough parts, the smooth parts, the rough part. When you get to the rough part, you want to kind of measure and then trim it and stuff like that. But right now, I think I got mostly everything out. Like I say, as the color grows out, I will have dead ends. But right now, we are looking good. And this is how I cut my hair at home. And I'm rocking a fro, baby. Rock, 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 rock. But this is how I cut my hair at home. I'm going to show you everything that I use and the rest of the hair that is no longer needed. This is everything that I cut off my hair. This amount right here. I use clips to hold my hair together. I use combs. I have 3 combs. And I use 1 scissors. I took 2 scissors. I took 2 out, but I used the pink one. And I use the small comb, the big comb to untangle, the small comb to just go through the hair. And this is all. This is it. Not a lot, just a little bit of hair. But it's all dead hair. I'm bringing you closer. It's just dead. It needed coming off. So remember, you can cut your hair at home, do it properly, take your time, and you can have it done. Now I'm going to grease my scalp because my scalp needs a little greasing.